Hey, I'm Emily, and this is my final reflection for Edm310. Okay, I want to start off by really kind of explaining what I originally thought this class was going to be about. So when I first registered for this class, I remember distinctly how sure I was that this would be an easy A. I thought that this would be a class that would reiterate how to use Microsoft Excel, PowerPoint, Word, things like that. But I was wrong. When I began my first couple of weeks in this course, I was doing the assignments, I was doing everything on time, but I was kind of lost. I didn't really understand why we were doing this. I was having to write on my blog, I was having to comment on other teachers' blogs, on children's blogs, and watch all these videos. And I came to the conclusions that if I kept going and doing my assignments as quickly as possible, I could get through the class with an easy A. So as the weeks passed, I found myself not wanting to move as quickly as possible. I began taking a great interest in what I was doing because I realized, yes, this is an educational course, but Dr. Strange has specifically designed our assignments to where they relate to us directly. It's all about education. Everything that we read somehow relates back to what we will be doing as educators in the future. So I got really excited about this. When I realized this, I was just like, man, this is going to be a great class. I could really learn a lot. And I just jump-started. I just started going. I think my favorite part of this class was when Dr. Strange asked us to design our PLN, our personal learning network, because I was always trying to find a way to hold on to all of the resources that he was giving us. And writing down everything, you lose the paper or you just can't get it down on the paper all the time, and you can't print out everything because you can't have stacks of paper sitting around your house with information. So he asked us to design this PLN. Well, I use Symbaloo, and now everything that I've gone through that I find relevant to what I want to do, I have on my Symbaloo. Everything. And if I want to share it with other teachers, with other students, all I have to do is go to my site. There it is, all organized. I know exactly what each one is. I can read blogs each week. I can keep up with the teachers. If I need new ideas, I can go straight to Symbaloo. So that was definitely one of my favorite things. In this class, I also learned what a class blog can do for the students, teachers, as well as parents. It can bring teacher-parent relationships together while closing the gap between parents not knowing how their students are doing in class. What I especially liked that we did, and what I think I'm going to take with me when I become a teacher, are having my students do class blogs. Now, I know this may not be possible for maybe kindergarten, but I think it would definitely be possible for a first grader because you could teach them how to log in to their certain blogs. You know, you could help them get it set up, and all they would have to do is once a day, twice a week, 3 times a week, anything like that. Just have it spaced out that they could go in, write a couple of sentences on a topic that you assign, and that way their parents and me as well can see where they have started in their writing and see where they have ended. So it accurately measures the degrees of where they have progressed in writing and where their knowledge has gone and things like that. So I definitely am excited to use blogs in the classroom. I feel confident about my future career considering that Edm310 was one of 4 classes that I had to take right after I changed my major. I didn't really know what to expect. Something got in me last semester where it was just like, I want to be a teacher. So having this class has really pushed me into wanting to know more about what education is about. I'm excited to take my classes, to graduate, to get my master's, to move on, and I really want to change lives. I really want to do something for these students. I just don't want to be there in front of them strategically teaching, on the chalkboard. I want to use Smartboard. I want to use the internet. I want to use everything I possibly can that will aid them in the future because we are in a technological world. We have to use these things, and these kids don't have a choice. So what better way not to learn these, or what better way to learn these than in their classroom starting when they're young? And the teachers have to know how to use these devices. They have to incorporate them, or these kids are not going to know what to do. So I look forward to using these tools that I've learned in Edm310 and applying them when I have a classroom of my own. I want to try and intertwine Smartboard activities into my everyday lesson plan because I believe when children interact physically with what they are studying, they learn more and they retain the information better. I know that was the case for me growing up, and for a lot of students to actually get to go up and not just write on a chalkboard, but to physically touch a screen and to move objects into certain areas. They retain the information, and they go back and take a test and can say, I remember doing this for this country on that map on the smartboard, so this is how I know the answer to this question. I think it'll result in better test grades. They'll just know more and they can carry it on to the next grade. It's not temporary information that they're going to have. And like I said earlier, I'm a big supporter of children writing their own blogs. Another reason I think that that's great is because they're excited to write. It's not just them writing an essay on a piece of paper and posting it in the hallway, where only your teachers and your peers get to see it. Writing a blog connects you internationally. People can read the blog from around the world. You can have students from Cambodia. You can have teachers from, Australia, students from Australia commenting on your blog, telling you how great of a job you're doing. What better motivation for students to do more and to do better than having other people from around the world completely out of sight telling them that they're doing a good job? I mean, I think that's wonderful. I really have learned a lot in Edm310. I'm kind of sad it's over. I wish there was an Edm310, like a second class, but I really have learned a lot. I'm excited to try and apply everything that I've learned, into my classroom, working with my students, everything like that. And right now, I feel like I don't know. I feel like I don't know anything because this is my first education class. But then again, I feel like I know a lot more, almost everything about technology. But I really know that there's more out there. The world's changing every day. New developments are being made. It's not possible to know everything. But I think that's why it was important to have this class, because it could jumpstart. It definitely jumpstarted me into having just this thirst to find out more. What can I do to just make my classroom better, make it more geared towards their future, what's going to happen in their future, what they need to know, things like that. So basically, I've never been so eager to start my career. I'm at the very beginning of my education classes, and I'm really excited to see what's in store. And I think I will take just about everything I've learned in this class and hopefully try to incorporate it into my future classroom. So I just want to thank Dr. Strange for all the work that he's done putting this class together, and I really have learned a lot, and I really am going to carry this with me for as long as I'm teaching.